Hello, welcome to episode 28 of the Little House Knits podcast. My name is Michelle, also known as ScullyB on Ravelry. You can also find me on Instagram as McTuck76. So welcome! Today is Tuesday, April 1st, so happy April Fool's Day. Let's see. I won't be pranking you. I am going to try to make this a somewhat shorter episode because my computer, I think, is on its last legs, and last time when I was trying to upload and do everything, it was not behaving in its normal fashion, so we shall see. But anyway, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. The weather is getting nice. Have you noticed? It's awesome. It was like rain here all weekend for 3 days, but still awesome. It's awesome. So anyway, hopefully you are dry where you are and warm. So I'm going to jump right in. I know we have two drawings, two drawings. The prize for last month and the bag for this month, and I'm going to show you this month's prize as well. But I have a couple of things finished, so I'm just going to jump right in and show you that. The first thing is a crocheted giant granny square of a baby blanket. And basically this was just some of the Karen Simply Soft. I had a bunch of it in stash and I wanted to eat it up, and there's so many people at work that are pregnant. I decided to make a blanket. So I don't know who the lucky recipient will be. I ended up gifting the Halloween socks that I made for myself that didn't fit me to one of the nurses. So we'll see, someone else will get this little beauty. Then I finished the Orchid Cowl by Joe Strong. So it's all finished and blocked. I don't know how well you can really see this. Shoot. It blocked out really nice. And basically you seam it up at the end. You can do a 3-needle bind off, you can Kitchener it, whatever. So I did that and I learned a valuable lesson, and it made me want to cry a little bit at the end. But my husband has convinced me it's all good. So I decided I wanted to Kitchener the two open ends together. And I was like, all right, I got this end and I got this end, and I put them together and I went all the way through it, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. So great. And then I went to try it on and I was trying to straighten it out and I'm shaking it and I'm like, what? Oh, it's a little twisted. It's a little twisted. Yeah, you know why it's twisted? I seamed it together wrong. So now it's a Mobius, and I'm just going to be happy with that. I was essentially doing this as a practice run for the scarf that my mom's friend wanted me to knit for her. And I really liked knitting this pattern. It went really fast. So if you need a pretty and lacy and yet quick cowl, I would say this, because once I sat down and focused on it, it didn't take me long to finish it up. So it's a bit twisted, but you know, I showed it to my husband and he's like, what's wrong? I was like, it's twisted. He's like, I thought cowls were supposed to be like that. So we're making this Mobius. But it still works and it's still nice, and you're going to twist it up anyway. So, but I really like how this yarn knit up too. So it'll work. It's too warm in here right now to keep this on. It doesn't look good with my hair all over it though. There we go. So if you're looking for a nice gift to use up with an extra skein of sock yarn, I would highly recommend this. So again, this is the Orchid Cowl by Joe Strong, and I'm almost positive it's a free pattern. I'm pretty sure it is. So that's everything that's off the needles. Let's see, what's on the needles? Oh, here it is, my bag. I'm misplacing things. I had cast on this pair of socks. I haven't gotten very far, and I'll tell you, I was trying a different kind of heel with it, and I like it. I made the heel flap a tiny bit too long, but I tried them on, and obviously haven't finished the toes yet. And I was saying to my husband, I was like, I kind of like that my foot's warm, but my toes are open. So I might pull this back a little bit and make it almost like a pair of yoga socks. I haven't decided yet. So this was an extra bag that I drew last month. And so I'm just kind of fiddling with it, and I should have it done by the end of this month, definitely. So that's what's going on there. It's just a plain vanilla sock. The heel I was trying is the one from Emily of the Fibertown podcast. She did a pattern, and it's so pretty. The Collie Wobbles, and it's a bottom gusset. So it kind of looks like a teardrop on the bottom of your foot with your heel at the bottom. I like it. And I tried it on, and that fits well. I just made my heel flap too long, but that's my error, not hers, obviously. So that's what's on the needles right now. And then I was kind of getting, after the orchid cowl and the socks, I kind of wanted just to feel bigger yarn in my hands. So I have cast on, oops, I cast on a Milo. It's not super far. I just barely started the cables. But this was out of a skein. This is out of a skein of Barocco Vintage that I bought the worsted kind instead of the bulky, and I didn't feel like driving all the way back to Webb's to return it. So now it's going to be a Milo for a friend at work who is expecting. She's expecting in July, and I figured I'd try to make the 3 to 6 month size, thinking September, October will be a good time for a sweater. So hopefully she will like it. Yeah, so I feel like I'm flying through things. I'm only, what, 6 minutes in? Something like that. So let's get right on to the fun stuff. Last month we had a prize offering of the Ivy Brambles in the Day at the Beach colorway, and in an effort to make things a little quicker, I did the drawing ahead of time, and we had entries 2 through 7, and the winner was number 6. So let me see. Number 6, if I remember correctly, was Tracy? Yep, Phoenix Fire, which is Tracy, and her entry for number 6 were these awesome blue and green striped socks. I don't know how you crank out socks as fast as you do, but could you teach me? Because that's awesome. She submitted 2 pairs of socks, I think this month and last month, and probably the month before. I've never seen anybody make socks that fast. So my hat is off to you. And you have a lovely little stovepipe hat today. I will just point that out. But yeah, so Tracy, I know last year, I think you won something with me. I'm not sure if I still have your address, but contact me when you find out that you won, and I will get your yarn out to you as quickly as possible. And congratulations. So that brings us to April. So let me show you this month's prize first. I've decided that it's nice to mix things up a little bit. So instead of yarn, this month I decided I would give away a project bag. And I love this one. This is from an Etsy shop called Stuck in Illinois. And they're just the cutest bags. And I thought, it's April, it's officially springtime, and flowers are coming soon. I know the saying is April showers bring May flowers, but I didn't want to give anybody a bag with rain on it. So April showers bring May flowers, spring flowers, and it's very nice inside there. Again, the shop is Stuck in Illinois, so you might want to check that out. But this is this month's prize. I may add a little bit to this, we'll see. But this is this month's prize. And let's see. Oh, you probably want to know what this month's bag is. So I drew, and the bag that I came up with, well, my husband picked, so the bag he came up with was bag number 13. And I haven't opened this yet, but I did make a note of socks, but I gotta tell you, I'm not in the mood for socks. So we'll see. I'm stepping on more staples. It's really not good. All right, there's 2 cakes of this. Do I still have the tag? Let me see. I do. So I've got two little cakes, plain gray. This is, I am not going to be able to pronounce this. Lana Grossa Mielenweit. So let's see. It says it's machine washable. It looks like it's an 80-20 80% virgin wool, 20% polyamide. So they're washable. They'll stand up. I had originally planned these to maybe do socks for my dad, which doesn't seem like a bad idea, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe just some sort of workhorse fingerless gloves for my husband, because this was originally who I bought this yarn for. I was an overly ambitious new knitter. I was like, I'm gonna make him. He had this pair of socks that were so long. We called them his super socks, and they were great for the winter when he'd go out to shovel. And I was gonna knit him a pair of those because I had never knit socks before. So needless to say, these did not get knit up into socks. So perhaps a pair of gloves for him, because why not? And we'll see. So that's what's going on with me right now. I do have one little bit of enabling that I would love to show you. Like I said, the orchid cowl, I am going to knit up a second time, and I'm going to finish it right this time. For my mom's friend, well, for her daughter actually. And I let them pick out the yarn. And there's no time limit on this, because apparently the message that my mom forgot to pass on to me in January when she brought this up was that they wanted it for St. Patrick's Day. She never mentioned that. So obviously it's not going to be done for this St. Patrick's Day, but still it could be done for next year or for Christmas or something like that. So look at that. It's really pretty green. It's actually showing up quite accurately on my camera, hopefully on your screen too. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in there. This came from yummyyarnsuk.etsy.com, and this is the leaf colorway. It's hand dyed, 75% nylon, 20%, no, sorry, hand dyed superwash merino, 75% superwash, 20% nylon, 5% stellina. So nice little bag to keep it in, so when I'm done I can just send it in there too. I don't actually have a start date planned for this. We shall see. I might save it for the summer when knitting something big but yet light wouldn't be awful. So we'll see. I think that's all. I feel like I got something else, but I don't know. So, and if any of you follow me on Instagram, you may have noticed that I showed off a little bit of spinning, which I actually forgot to bring in with me today. I was kind of bummed out. I was all looking forward to taking the spinning class this past weekend, and then I got a phone call in the middle of last week saying that they canceled the class. So I decided I was going to just try and go it alone, and I don't know. I enjoyed it. I was just kind of bummed out with my experience of going to a specific place to I just wanted to get some kind of not blah, but good starter fiber to try it out on, and I don't think I had the best experience at the shop that I went to, and I don't want to give any names, or, you know, because whatever, but I really, for myself, I think I would just learn better, initially at least, with someone there with me. So I like it. I'm just feeling a little discouraged right now. So next time I can show you. My yarn's coming out awful. It's great. I actually get my husband to sit down and try it with me too. And, oh, I hear a stampede. The children must be home. So, yeah, so next time I will try to show you my spinning, if you could even call it that. But I would love to hear from you and hear what's going on with you and see what's going on your needles. So stop by the group and say hello. I'm going to let you go for now. But I hope you have a wonderful week. And thank you so much for stopping by the little house. Take care and happy knitting. Bye.